Have you ever woken up and just felt numb? You're breathing, you're moving, but it's like something inside of you is just missing, like your soul is half awake. And no matter how much sleep you get, how many people you talk to, how many goals you check off the list, you still feel this quiet, lingering emptiness. You're not alone. In this video, we're going to talk about why. Why so many of us, despite being more connected, more entertained, and more informed than ever, feel completely empty inside. And more importantly, how you can begin to heal that emptiness. Let's be honest. We live in a world that doesn't teach us how to be full. It teaches us how to be busy. It teaches us how to chase. It teaches us how to compare, scroll, and survive. But it doesn't teach us how to feel. It doesn't teach us how to connect. It doesn't teach us how to live. So the emptiness you feel, it's not failure. It's not weakness. It's a signal. A deep, holy alarm inside of you that's saying, you were made for more. Not more money. Not more followers. Not more hustle. But more meaning. More purpose. More connection. More truth. And if you've been feeling empty lately, I want you to know this. That space inside you isn't a curse. It's an invitation. God didn't design you to feel this way. The world did. Let's go deeper. One of the core reasons people feel empty today is because they're disconnected from God. Not religion, not tradition, but the living, breathing presence of the Creator. You can have the perfect job, the perfect relationship, the perfect body, and still feel lost, because nothing can fill a spiritual void except God Himself. We were designed to live in communion with Him. But today, we've replaced that connection with constant stimulation. We scroll instead of pray. We binge instead of meditate. We chase affirmation from people instead of affirmation from the one who made us. And the longer we stay disconnected from Him, the louder the emptiness becomes. It doesn't matter how successful you look on the outside. If your soul is starving for God, your spirit will ache. And that ache, that's love. It's the whisper of heaven saying, come back to me. We are constantly plugged in. Our minds are overloaded. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, podcasts, news, texts, emails, ads. We're flooded with more information in one day than most humans throughout history processed in a year. And you know what happens? We go numb. We stop feeling. We stop being. We start existing on autopilot, addicted to noise but allergic to silence. And here's the truth. Emptiness often isn't because you have nothing. It's because you have everything except what actually matters. We're overstimulated, but undernourished. We're busy, but not present. The world tells us, if you just work harder, if you just accomplish more, if you just prove yourself enough, then you'll feel whole. But let me ask you, how many promotions will it take? How many likes? How many people telling you they're proud of you? Before you realize that nothing external can fix what's internal. You're not empty because you're lazy. You're not empty because you're broken. You're empty because you've been performing for a world that will never love you unconditionally. And deep down, your soul knows. You were never meant to perform. You were meant to belong, to breathe, to be seen, not marketed, to be held, not evaluated. God doesn't love your performance. He loves you. Let's talk about the pain. Because one of the heaviest reasons for emptiness is unprocessed pain. You've been hurt. You've been abandoned. You've been betrayed, rejected, overlooked, misunderstood, silenced. And instead of healing, you buried it. You said, I'm fine. You smiled. You kept going. But that pain didn't disappear. It just hid. It wrapped itself in silence and started echoing in your soul. That echo is emptiness. You can't heal what you won't face. You can't be full if you never admit what's missing. Some of us feel empty because we've never truly grieved. We've never forgiven. We've never looked in the mirror and said, that did hurt me. Trees that aren't rooted blow over in the storm. And many of us are not rooted in anything solid. Not in truth. Not in faith. Not in community. Not even in ourselves. We're living on shaky ground. And when life hits, we collapse inside. Feeling empty is often the result of being uprooted. You've lost your why. You've lost your center. But you can rebuild. You can reroot. God is not just the vine. He is the soil. He is the source. Get rooted again. Rooted in purpose. Rooted in His word. Rooted in real relationships. Rooted in the truth that you are loved. Not for what you do, but for who you are. How do you begin to feel full again? Not just happy for a moment, but truly full. Here's where you start. 1. Reconnect with God. Talk to Him. Be still. Cry out. He listens. 2. Embrace silence. Turn off the noise. Your soul needs stillness to breathe. 3. Feel your feelings. Don't run. Don't numb. Let yourself be human. 4. Tell the truth. Be honest with yourself and others. Stop pretending. 5. Create. Don't just consume. Your soul was meant to give life, not just take it in. 6. Find your purpose again. Not for applause, but because you were born for something deeper. 7. Surround yourself with people who see your soul, not just your potential. 8. Stay grounded in gratitude. Even in the chaos, there's still beauty. You're not powerless. You're not too far gone. You're not too broken. Ever felt like you're running on empty? Like you're pushing and grinding every day? But no matter how hard you try, you're just tired? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually drained. Today, I want to talk to you about something powerful, recharging your energy. Because hustle culture doesn't teach us how to rest, it just teaches us how to burn out. But you weren't made to run dry. You were created to shine, and shining takes energy. So let's plug back into your power source. Let's be real. Running on low energy affects everything. Your productivity drops. Your patience thins. Your creativity fades. Your joy disappears. You start snapping at loved ones. You feel numb instead of grateful. You start asking yourself, what's the point? That's not who you really are. You're just tired. And tired people don't need shame. They need restoration. You don't just need sleep. You need deep renewal. Your physical energy is your foundation. If your body is tired, your spirit has a harder time expressing itself. Here's how to recharge physically. Walks, stretching, light workouts. Eat real food. High-vibe food brings high-vibe energy. Fruits, vegetables, protein, nuts. Sleep. Protect it like your life depends on it. Go outside. Let God's natural energy source hit your skin. It makes a difference. We confuse rest with laziness. But here's the truth. Rest is sacred. God Himself rested on the 7th day. Not because He was tired, but because rest sets a rhythm. Rest allows you to receive, to process, to heal, to hear God's voice again. Don't just rest when you crash. Build rest into your lifestyle. You ever feel emotionally drained after being around certain people? Or after scrolling social media for hours? Emotional fatigue is real. Here's how to recharge. Set boundaries. Protect your peace. Not everyone deserves access. Limit digital overload. Social media fatigue is energy theft. Journal. Get your emotions out of your head and onto paper. Laugh. Laughter is medicine. Watch a funny video. Call someone who lifts you. And above all, feel what you feel. Suppressing emotions doesn't save energy. It burns it. The deepest kind of tired isn't physical, it's spiritual. That's soul-level exhaustion where you feel far from your purpose, from God, from yourself. Here's how to reconnect. Prayer. Not begging, just being. Talking, listening, resting in God's presence. Solitude. Get quiet. You can't hear God over constant noise. Purpose reminders. Go back to your why you started, why you're here. Because when your spirit is full, even tired muscles feel lighter. Recharge shouldn't be random, it should be rhythmic. Create a routine that fills you weekly. Morning stillness or prayer, movement in nature. Weekly reset days. Clean your space, reset your mind, protect your peace pockets. Energy isn't just something you have, it's something you cultivate. Let's be honest. Some people and things either drain you or fill you. Ask yourself, does this habit give me energy or take it? Does this person drain me or uplift me? Does this activity recharge me or numb me? Start choosing what and who gives life. Your peace is too precious to waste on vampires. You might be tired, not just from doing too much, but from holding too much. Grudges, regret, unforgiveness, control. You want energy? Let go. Release what's weighing your spirit down. You don't have to carry what God never gave you. Surrender is the most powerful form of renewal. You weren't made to live burnt out. You weren't made to barely survive the day. You were made to thrive, to walk in light, in power, in peace. Recharge your body, renew your mind, reconnect with your spirit. And remember, rest is your right. Don't wait until you crash. Protect your energy now, so you can show up fully later. Because the world doesn't need a tired version of you. It needs the real you, fully charged.
We are all trying to be the best versions of ourselves, and I want to show you the changes that can be made in this world. Change that will have ripple effects and encourage people to see the beauty in life. To help me, help others in the most amazing ways I can. I have a store linked in the description where you can buy things for yourself, or what I would encourage is to buy a gift for someone else. Show the people in your life that you care and have their best interests at heart. Also, for the best contributions at the moment to the channel on helping and changing lives, is to donate to our GoFundMe linked in the description. No matter how far we go, the change will be felt. I'm here giving you a first-person perspective of the power of change for the better. God is within us all, and I want to bring the power to you the best way I can.